So finally, we have some clarification from Tom Henderson himself about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer and the future of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer. We're going to be discussing that in today's video. We're going to be talking about the release dates for Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer, what he said in the live stream, as well as touching on some Call of Duty 2021 news. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. But before we get into the video, if you guys are new around here and want to stay up to date with all of the Call of Duty 2021 news and information and Modern Warfare news and information, make sure you subscribe in. If you haven't seen any of my past videos, make sure you go and give them a watch. It'll give this video a lot more context. I'll have them all linked down in the description. But before we jump into Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer news, first of all, I want to kind of give you guys some information on Call of Duty 2021, the state of it and what is happening. So this is a clip taken from Tom Henderson's live stream where he's discussing the state of Call of Duty 2021 and who it's probably going to be developed by. So enjoy this little clip from Tom Henderson.
Moving on down our timeline, we can see that Sledgehammer Games starts Decade 2 and the development of the next Call of Duty title in August 2019. Now, I was told this is when the next Call of Duty title for Sledgehammer started. This is when all of the kinks were sorted within the studio. They started to hire a lot of different people, and essentially Sledgehammer Games is a brand new studio now, so we can't really look at previous Sledgehammer games as being, for whatever reason, if you're looking at Sledgehammer Games as being a bad studio or a good studio, we can't necessarily look at that being the case anymore because the team is completely different and it is pretty much brand new. So basically look at Sledgehammer Games as being an entirely new studio being brought on to develop Call of Duty. So that is when that happened, and they started in August 2019, which, if the next Call of Duty title releases in November 2021, that is 2 years and 3 months of pure development time. Of course, they're having to deal with COVID. You're probably going to hear me mention COVID quite a bit during this video. But essentially, they've got 2 years and 3 months of development time to release the next Call of Duty title, which isn't unheard of. Of course, Treyarch and Infinity Ward used to do a 2-year development cycle. So 2 years and 3 months development time is appropriate. It is definitely possible to release a Call of Duty title within that time.
So as most of you know, there was a debacle between Sledgehammer Games and Raven Software. They were halfway through development, or they were somewhat through development on their Call of Duty 2020 game. But for some reason, the two development studios just didn't get along, and then that's when Activision had to in fact step in and then put Treyarch on the case. And this is where Treyarch took over, so they didn't just completely start from scratch in May of 2019 on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. They used some of the features that Sledgehammer and Raven had used in their game, and they sort of built up from that, and then obviously turned it into a Black Ops Cold War title. A few months down the line, in August of 2019, this is when things were patched up between Raven Software and Sledgehammer Games, and then they started working on Call of Duty 2021. Also, we have to be aware that Sledgehammer Games pretty much had a complete rebrand of their studio. There was so many people that were getting employed at Sledgehammer Games. I've heard over 100 new developers, game designers, and all that sort of shit that's very complicated that I don't want to get into. And this is why people have started to believe that Call of Duty 2021 is going to be developed by Sledgehammer Games and Raven Software, and we've been hearing rumours of World War 3. Tom Henderson actually put a downer on that and said World War 3 is not going to be the title, but there is still plausible explanations for World War 2 or World War 2 2.0 and also Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. They also, in addition to that, could just completely go off and make a whole new game. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be Advanced Warfare 2 because we know how the community reacted to a jetpack title, although I do think it will actually be a futuristic title of some sort, just without the jetpacks. As for Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer, not a lot at all was touched on this. The main focus of the live stream was Call of Duty 2021 and skill-based matchmaking, which we will not go down that fucking rabbit hole because that is a deep, dark, gloomy hole. But let's talk about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. But before we begin, if you're pumped up for some Modern Warfare 2 Remastered action, make sure you leave a like. So the comments that Tom Henderson touched on in his live stream about the Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer was very fucking brief. Very brief indeed, but the stuff that he did speak about is that he thinks it will be dropped before 2021. It was meant to be dropped before this, but for some reason they changed their minds. It is in fact completed, it's just waiting for the right time to release. Obviously, Jamin, the Gaming Revolution source, did also in fact touch on the fact that if Call of Duty was to fail and flop hard, that would also be another reason to release it. Also, he touched on in his live stream that it could drop sometime in the next few months as Warzone progressively dies down, Black Ops Cold War isn't doing too well. This could be a way to rejuvenate the community into getting some more hype, getting some more players, and getting that extra bit of revenue. So the sort of grand finale that we can take from all this is that eventually we are looking to see Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer. He also did touch on a trilogy remaster for multiplayer, so that's Modern Warfare multiplayer, that's Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer, and that is obviously Modern Warfare 3 Remastered multiplayer, but that's for a whole nother video. But essentially the big takeaway from this video is that he thinks it will drop before 2021. Potentially we could see it this year to rejuvenate the community after Black Ops Cold War hasn't been well received because of skill-based matchmaking and because the sales were a little bit down. Also, Warzone is becoming a bit more stale, which is even more of an excuse to release it. So we'll just have to wait and see how this pans out. But let me know your thoughts and theories down in the comment section below. If you are new, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. And let me know your thoughts and theories down in the comment section below. But this is LUKEY, and I'm signing out. Peace.
Contact! 2 o'clock!
Front lines are history. The war rages everywhere. This is a time for heroes. A time for legends.
Drop it!
Place? This belongs to you, sir.
Let's get to work.
He's gonna get away!
Break's over. Let's go.
Large numbers of hostiles are converging on your position.
Hang on! Light him up!
Actual, I got a situation here. Stay frosty, yeah?